G'day gamers, I'm Mad Mikey, I come from the land down under, and this is the Mad Hot Topic. Now, in the first ever Mad Hot Topic that I want to really discuss with you guys today, and don't forget to leave your comments in the section down below about what your thoughts are on this whole thing. Now, it has been announced or leaked over the last couple of weeks. I think it came out around the 8th, so it's been it's coming up to the 2-week period of time. I didn't want to jump on this straight away. I really want to think about it and actually go back and see what the Division is looking like these days. I've been pleasantly surprised with the progress that they actually have made since the game did come out. And with this leak that they are bringing out a Division 2, it brings up a really interesting topic to myself. Do we need a sequel, games service title? If you're not sort of familiar with what a game as service thing is, it's basically a reason for you to keep coming back and a reason for you to keep bringing in your money to the game. Now, with this, the first thing that comes to mind is when Destiny first got announced. When Destiny first came out, it was sort of rumored and talked about that this was going to be a 5 to 10 year lifespan of a game, and they bought out all their DLC, and then they announced the inevitable sequel that was coming out. It came out early. Obviously, Destiny didn't have the best launch, and it wasn't everything that everybody wanted. So what do? They go back to the drawing board, and they bring out a sequel, and it didn't come back with much fanfare. A lot of people were unhappy the fact that you had a new Guardian and you could bring your old Guardian, but a lot of your progression from the first game did come out. I really am concerned that this is what the Division 2 is going to end up being. Now, to answer the question, do we need the Division 2? No, certainly not. I think that as games as a service goes, if developers are wanting to bring out these games, they have to meet gamers halfway. Instead of bringing out all these sequels and everything like that, I really think they have to look back to the past. Where is the past? Expansion packs. Like, you've seen World of Warcraft still coming out. And it's even been announced that the original Division isn't coming to a close anytime soon. E3 coming up, that's when they're going to announce more about the Division 2. So that's going to be an interesting time to understand what they are wanting to do. They have been on the record saying that everything that they've learned over the last 2 years is what they're going to do, what the Division 2 is going to be. They're going to be updating the engine and everything like that. But in saying that, in April, they're actually bringing out the Xbox One X patch. They're bringing out a PS4 Pro patch for the game. So you're going to have the most latest and greatest up-to-date graphics for the old game. Now, why would you not just add on expansion? Sell us a $30, $40 game, and let's just call it, say, The Division Los Angeles. Now, you can add it on by disc. I mean, like games like StarCraft, they have all these expansion packs. Games like World of Warcraft, you have all these expansion packs. So you can either download it digitally, buy a disc, and run it off of that disc with this new thing, and it just runs off of the same engine. It's going to save the company money, and it's going to give players a reason to keep playing the game. And in terms of them meeting us halfway, I think that this is the way that they need to go. Players have acknowledged the fact that we don't want to pay extra money for loot boxes and everything like that, but we're happy paying in terms of like cosmetic changes. Now, I know that there is, and I haven't really delved into it that much, so I do apologize without bringing up too much about the whole thing, that you can actually buy special things on the Division, and you can pay for these cosmetic things and whatnot. So if people are happy and game developers are actually bringing out more content, and that's what they've actually been doing with the whole thing, with the whole Division. They have just recently announced that there's going to be a global event, which is going to be Outbreak, Assault, Strike, and Ambush. That's going to be going on over the next month, each week sort of coming out. Now, the Division is a really good game. It's like it had its rough start. Let's not sort of silver line anything around that. A lot of people sort of bought it. They felt that it wasn't the game that they wanted, but over time, Ubisoft have been making these subtle changes. Like, I went back and I started playing the game, and it felt like it was a completely different game. Same mechanics, same beautiful graphics and everything, but they just made these little tweaks, which is what they've really explained on when this leak came out, and they were like, okay, well, shit, we've got to bloody announce it because it's out there. There's no, let's be honest with our fans, so to say. But I just think that expansion packs are the way that we need to go from here. And that's a middle ground that I think that every gamer can accept. Things like, as I said, Destiny 2, they brought out the second one and everyone was like, well, this is basically the same graphics. It's a different story. Yes, you've addressed a lot of the issues that we had with the first game, but it's at the end of the day, it's still very much the same game. And this is what I think that the Division is going to be. I mean, obviously we have to wait until E3 comes around and they sort of expand a bit more on what this game is going to be. But I really think that this is a waste of time for the developers. They've already got the engine. It's a PC game, so they can up the graphics. They can give you the 4K visuals that if you do own an Xbox One or a PS4 Pro. And it's just really a waste of time. Now, these are just my thoughts on the whole thing. I think that we need to look backwards to move forward. What worked, what hasn't. Let's not try and reinvent the wheel, guys. Let's just meet us halfway. Just meet us halfway. Like Overwatch. I could keep going on, but I want to know what you guys think. So don't forget, there's a comment section down below. Hit it up. Let's talk about this, because I really don't think that a sequel to The Division is what we need. Expansion packs are the way. Until I see you guys again, enjoy the games that you're playing, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.